We are back. What you got going on here today? Like, I pulled up and we got 3 big behind vans out here.
Yeah. Nah, this is the contract that we just locked in with the thrift store.
Okay.
Right here on Wesleyan Drive in Virginia Beach. So we actually was blessed by the owner of the barbershop, Mr. Marvin, and his wife, Miss Ronnie. They actually serviced their trucks before. So probably like a few weeks ago, they just came to us and they was like, "Hey, what you think about like honoring the contract that we had?" So they've been saying for a long time, like, man, they only want us back here. So they went through different the barbershop. They went through different like companies and different detailers that was back here and stuff like that. Mr. Marvin and Miss Ronnie, they had their own detailing thing as well, and just I guess through trial and error, they pretty much got fed up with everybody that they had, and they was just like, look, no, they cut it, they shut it down. So now what they did was, back in September, we went and spoke with them and things like that. I knew them for a long time since I was like a teenager. Spoke with them, let them know like, that I wanted to basically detail, but that we had our own company, that we had our own setup, things like that, our own LLC, like own business accounts, everything like that. Mr. Marvin, he was just like, look, he's like, man, let's just try it out. Like, so he allowed for us to come out here at the time. We didn't, all the initial equipment that you seen from the very
first episode?
Yeah, from the very first start of A&A Detailing, period, from the first commercial, that was our stuff. But then from the first episode, a lot of that stuff that we was using was actually the barbershops. It was the setup that they actually had.
Okay.
But we ended up working hard. We garnered all of our equipment back. Mr. Marvin took his equipment that he had. But he just allowed for us to just set up and just start.
That's love. Like the fact that he gave you the opportunity, like, you know what, I know they have the talent and the skill, and put that faith
absolutely
in you, and did not judge you based off of how you were coming to him or anything. It's like ultimately having part A, but not having part B in order to finalize everything. See,
like it was the dopest thing ever. Like, and then even like our agreement as far as like the terms of us utilizing the space and things like that. Like it was a sweet deal.
Okay.
So based on our consistency and things like that, like they blessed us with equipment and stuff. Like our a good friend, family friend, we call him Pops. Y'all probably gonna see him pop in on one of these episodes.
Yeah,
like that,
man, very soon.
Yeah, he's actually the one who I had all of our initial equipment. We had in his home, and he ended up, they went through some troubled times. So he just came back and just gave us a receipt one day and said, "Yo, go get your pressure washer, go get your generator, go get," he bought us everything back, and it was so cool. So Mr. Marvin, like he, like I said, like just based on our consistency, like we haven't missed the Pay What You Want Friday, not yet, since September 22nd. We've been consistent every single Friday when it rains, when it's hot, when it snows, tornado warning, hurricane, a tsunami, like it's everything, like and like we've been consistent. So they've seen that, and he just loves and appreciates the fact that not only are we young, but we're taking this very serious, like in our business. So with that came the blessing of a contract. They actually gave us the contract that they had before. It was just like, look, you guys go negotiate it. Do you think that, this is your first contract? Can you honor it? We spoke with the lady, Miss, I believe her name is Miss Stephanie. Stephanie? Miss Sonia. I think her name is Miss Sonia. I apologize. So we did everything with Miss Sonia, and she just let us rock, and we had to be very specific on exactly what we'll be doing, because with us, like we really specialize in what we do. Like we'll be focused on like the cracks, the crevices, and really just making a grand impression. And like if you look at the side of the vans, like their vans it's it has the wraps on it. It looks nice, So for us, we understand that this is like their billboard. Every time that they drive around, they have four trucks.
Only doing 3 today because the other one
it's messed up. Like so, but they have 4 trucks. So every time that's 4 chances that your business is gonna be seen, like around the city. One could be in Hampton, one could be like and every everywhere that truck is, the company is going to be represented. So on our behalf, we want to make sure that, you know, when they stop, somebody asks who did that, they say A&A Detailing for one. And then two, we just want them to, you know, the drivers to feel appreciated, feel good about what they driving and coming to work every day, like things like that. So, like I said, like things kind of, you know, we ended up negotiating what we needed to, but I think we're gonna bless them today with we gonna give
Y'all
them.
gonna get them right.
We gonna give them one. You know, so I know she said what she said.
Yeah.
But we gonna give them. I think we probably gonna give them one. Like, you know, something like, and really like make it stand out so that way she understands and she knows like
the quality that she's getting.
Quality that we could do. You know, like I understand like, you know, finances and things like that. But listen, I care more about the people. I care more about the drivers. You know, I was one of these guys, you know, before. Like, you know, like driving
y'all see
around.
this truck?
Yeah, like, you know, I was one of these guys before. So, you know, like it's like, you know, like you want to feel appreciated when you go to work. You want to feel good when you go to work.
Yeah.
Like you might be having a rough day or something like that, and it's just like you go to, man, these vehicles. People don't realize that these vehicles is your life. Like, you know,
exactly. Like you spend a lot of time, at least 8 hours of your day, if you're working a regular full-time job in that cab. Yeah. So it's like you want to make sure that you're comfortable. I do have a question for you though.
What's up?
Since we jumped to the commercial side of things, go ahead and tell all the commercial businesses out here that are going to go ahead and pull up, stop by and get this detailing done.
Yes.
What is the easiest method in order to make it easy for them as a business to another business to be able to come and facilitate something of this capacity for you?
Like, what would make it the easiest?
Yeah, like how, as far as communicating, as far as how many vehicles into that, like how would it be easy for you as far as to make that transition smooth?
So for us, is one of two ways. Like this is the sweetest deal because they're literally like doors down, a few doors down. And we'll probably get some footage of that, like showing the distance of exactly where we are at the barbershop
to
where they are. Like it's literally the same parking lot. So this is like the sweetest contract ever, right? Outside of that, like if it's a different facility, I think that the negotiation, the communication will more so go on to, if they don't have somebody who could physically come out and drive the vehicles to us, then let's just talk about a day that we could just set up and we just set up shop where you are and just knock out everything that, you know, we just be a full service to you for the full day, you know? So I think that would be the easiest because even for us, it's about the convenience of them. Like, you know, like, so it's like I said, we got our generator. We've been waiting to use our generator. We haven't used it yet. You know, we have an air compressor. Like we don't thing that, you know, like come on, man. Like we just don't have the van. But listen,
it's only a matter of time. It's coming.
Yeah, y'all remember that little red Hyundai? Yeah, we packing everything in there. Like you know, we're gonna set everything up and we're gonna do everything that we need to do. So, you know, that's how we do things. You know, but I think that right there was definitely that. But I would just love to just talk about that. You know, let's just talk about first how it would be convenient, not only for us, but for them. You know? And then from there, how many vehicles, that doesn't even matter. As long as the sun don't go down, we there. There. And we got lights now. We got lights now. Like, you know, so listen, don't let it be a dealership if they got lights. Like, it's crazy. Like,
we busy.
Like, come on, man. Like, you know, so leave it up to us, man. We'll be outside all day doing this. Like, you know, it's like, you know, it's therapeutic. It's therapeutic. So,
very therapeutic.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So besides doing this contract, what other things are you looking to get into, especially since we dipped onto that commercial side? I know you mentioned car lots and going to other businesses and being able to set up there. Without giving too many gems in this episode, what would you say your next contract, if you could, in a perfect world, what would it be?
What would it be? I'll say definitely like a if not a dealership, I would say definitely probably like a construction, you know, construction company, the government, man. We love the military, you know, military vehicles, things like that. Like, you know, any type of government contract, anything like that. It's so hard not to give a gym, man. So,
nah, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it.
You see, I'm starting to twitch and all that. It's kind of hard not to give a gym, like, it's yeah, like, you know, it's something to say here. Like, it's something to say here for real. Like, you know, like, just what I'm learning in business, like, you know, and consistency, like, you know, so certain things is it's about God, like, you feel me, like, it's like, you know, it's about faith, like, you know, so like we're on Google, but we could run all the ads that we want. We haven't as of yet, to be quite honest, but we could run ads, we could do any of that, right? It's just to try to market ourselves and push ourselves forward, but that doesn't make a client that doesn't make a client go to actually click. The person has to know what they want, you know, seek what they want, and then choose through an array of companies to say, you know what, we're gonna go with them. Like, you know, so that's faith. Like, you know, like, and you know, we have yet to have the 3 to 6 vehicles a day like how we would like, but which would of course be consistent and have the income and things like that. But what that is like, that comes by faith. Pay what you want is all faith. You know, we've been sustaining things like that, but to make it how can I say this? To make it consistent, we looking for consistency, you know. We looking for consistency. Like, you know, we have a big team. We have a big team. It's like 4 people to detail. We have Yaya, we have the Ancient Brand Studios, like, you know, we have people who operate the back end business and things like that. Like, we want to be able to bless back Mr. Marvin outside of like what they you know, what our negotiation is. Like, you know, like
I think we got some things in store.
Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, like, but we definitely want to do things like that. Like, you know, like, we got big hearts and things like that, but nothing goes unnoticed. So, you know, everybody, the beautiful thing about us is that everybody understands like the cause and what we're doing, and that the fact that we're growing still, you know, and we all are patient. But you know, I still look at it and it's still like, man, I just want to make sure that I want everybody to touch it. I want everybody to be comfortable, off of our company. Like, you know, it's well deserved. We put in a lot of work. Today is actually, we usually film on Fridays, right? On Pay What You Want. Today is a Saturday, and Yaya came out. You know what I mean? We got my man Nick here. Like, you know, we got the camera crew. Like, you know, and this is dedications early in the morning. Like, you know, stuff like that. So things like that doesn't go unnoticed with us, you know. So it's like, man, we need some contracts. We need some contracts. You know, we try to do about 3 to 6 a day if it's bookings. But I think these contracts will actually help us. So, like I said, I don't know.
No, we ain't gonna dive into too much. Like, we just gonna talk about this. Y'all get to see a glimpse of a non-pay what you want Friday of what really goes on behind the scenes. But please believe, Pay What You Want Fridays is just not going to be the only day. We might have something else coming.
Yeah, absolutely.
For y'all.
Absolutely, man. Our brains keep braining.
The ideas be moving crazy.
For sure.
But I'm not going to hold you because I know we got some big feats to complete for the day. So thank you for tapping in. We're going to get a little bit of this behind the scenes footage of why y'all work. And knock this out. But thank you for tapping in. What's this, episode 16?
This is episode 16, man. This is episode. Look, y'all almost would have caught me on top of the roof for this. You know what I'm saying? But she said she don't want the top done. But Listen, I would have been up there. You remember Diddy and you remember Puff and Hate Me?
No
Diddy, no Diddy. No Diddy. No, you remember Nas and Hate Me Now? Like, yeah, that would have been me. Like,
that's one of my favorite videos. Yeah. I ain't even gonna hold
mine too. That's one of my favorite videos. That and Whoa. Come on, listen, look.
Listen, we gonna have to tap in for like
16.
Yeah, that's it. We ain't even gonna go to
want to put hip hop in this.